Alright, so this one is the other IDE that we'll be using, and I just did a bit of research and I realized that the Replit IDE was not working because of some missing extensions that they did not install. So for this video, I am using Trinket code. Now, if in the future Trinket code doesn't work, it's probably because it doesn't have the packages at that time. So just try using different editors for Python. So for this, let's define our circle plot. All right, here. Now, instead of taking an integer as my radius, I'm going to take a float. So for the radius, it can either be a float or an integer, but I'll just take a float because a float, you can even write a normal value. So enter float input enter radius. All right, enter radius. I also want to print the message that the choice is for circle. All right, enter the radius value. It's gonna print it's obviously gonna use our turtle, and turtle.circle is that radius value. All right, so that's for circle. So let's call the circle function and let's see how this works. So enter radius. So let's say 100 makes it for 100. Let's try a decimal. So 100.100. All right. What? 1 second. 100.1. All right. 100.100 also the same. Let's run 100.5 and it does the same thing. All right, so that is our circle, and I'm going to now use define for four-sided shape. All right, so print choice is our four-sided shape. Right, four-sided shape. Length is equal to float for input enter length. Right, width is going to be float input width space there. Then we're just gonna use our turtle interface things that we know. So the forward, so the bottom one is length, so it's gonna move forward by that much. Then it's gonna turn left by 90 degrees. Then it's gonna turtle dot forward width, turtle dot left by 90 degrees, turtle dot forward by the length, and then turtle dot left by 90 degrees, turtle dot forward by the width of the thing. Also, since it's a four-sided shape, for now I'm just using the rectangle. We change the angle as well. So this is four-sided shape. All right. Oh, here. Bad input in line this four-sided shape. So don't see the issue anywhere. All right, let's just and okay, there seems to be an issue here. So let's just say instead of number here, let's write four-sided shape right here. Right, four-sided shapes. Let's not use numbers for that. So let's say our length is this and this. So just want to see if it will make our four-sided shape. Now we can mess around with the angles. So let's angle for this, angle for this, and right, angle for so first then the user is gonna input the float. Okay, run the code. So our length is 100, our angle is 80 degrees, is 100 as well, so 80 degrees, and you can see it makes that shape. So really, we should not be using this as a four-sided shape. We can use this as a rect underscore square. Alright, rect underscore square. So you can use it for a rectangle or a square because we don't have that forward command in it. So we will use a loop for it. Right? So here. So you can just 100. Oh yes, angle. This has to be 90 degrees. This has to be 90 degrees. And this has to be 90 degrees. Right? So 100, 100, there. So that is a square. A rectangle we can use to define the triangle. Print our choice being triangle. Alright, then let's check our side one. So float, input, enter the value for the first side, space. Alright, side one, underscore 2 underscore angle. So for this we're going to write float, input, enter angle between side 1 and side 2. Alright, side underscore 2 is going to equal our float value. It's going to be input, enter the value for the second side, space, this, right, side 2, side 3, side angle. Alright, this is going to be float, enter angle between side 1 and side, so not side 1, side 2 and side 3. Then our side 3 length is going to be float. Alright, no, we will just write enter the length, and so we don't confuse any person reading our code, we'll just write second here first and enter the length for this. Float, input, enter the angle, enter the length for the third side. Alright, colon and space. Alright, now we need to use our plotter. So turtle dot forward, it's going to move forward by the side 1 for starters. Then it's going to turn left or right. So if it moves here, it's going to turn left, but we're just going to tell it to turn right by 180 minus side underscore 1 underscore 2 underscore angle. Alright, so it's going to move that. Turtle dot forward is then going to be our side 2 length. Then turtle dot so it's going to turn try it again, and it's going to be 180 minus side underscore 2 underscore 3 underscore angle, and then turtle forward is going to be side underscore 3. Then we're just going to call our triangle function. Okay, so enter the length of the first side to oh yes, alright, we'll do this later. So let's say 45 degrees, this is 100, this is 45 degrees, 100. Turtle dot forward. Alright, so now let's write our let's run this code. So we did a small syntax error. 100. So this is 45, 100. Oh no. Alright, let's run this code again. So I was thinking of adding the validation loops. Oh yeah, yikes. Alright, 100, 45 degrees, 100, 45 degrees, 100. It's gonna make, oh yes, this should be turtle dot left, this much, run the code. So 100, 45, 100, 45, 100. Okay. Okay, this seems a little, so let's just say it turns left by that much. Alright, so 100, no, 45, 100, 45, 100. That should not be it. So since it's ending up here, we need to, okay, instead of 180, because that's a straight line, we're going to use 360 minus that, because that's a full circle. 145, 100, 45, 100. Right, let's, it's a bit strange. Okay. Right, let's try it with the right. Run it. Okay. No. Okay, so now the issue is we have to ensure that the three sides are gonna be equal, right? So that makes a triangle. Alright, so to make sure that happens is while our sum for side 1, 2, and angle plus side 1, 2, and 2, 3, and angle. So that's our sum. So 180 because obviously there's a side that we don't know. It's 180 minus this. Okay. 180 minus the sum of the first and second angle between sides, second and third. 180 minus this is greater than 180. Then it's gonna ask the user to input the value. So it's gonna say print values exceed 180 degrees, right? And just gonna ask for these two angles again. So here, 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 right? Or to make our lives easier, let's make another angle. So sine angle underscore 3 underscore 1 is equal to float okay, and to that angle. So that plus sine underscore no, angle underscore 3 underscore 1 is greater than or not equal to 180. So it's gonna ask for this over here, right? Yeah, it's gonna say angles exceed 180 degrees. Run the code. So let's say 100, and let's say this is 100, 100, 100, 100. All right, it did not print the message. 100,